My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Every single week, we break down full UFC fight cards. We give you our picks, our bets, and our fantasy plays. So make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our content. And our videos are brought to you by BETU Play to Earn. BETU Play to Earn is the world's first play-to-earn sports and esports betting game. Check it out now at betuearn.com. That's bet, the letter U, earn.com. And OddsJam. OddsJam.com has the fastest real-time data between all of the sports books, which helps you spot discrepancies and place risk-free bets. Check them out now at oddsjam.com. Every single fight, all of the odds from all of your favorite sports books. We have Molly McCann taking on Luana Carolina. Molly McCann is 11-4 overall, 3-2 in her last five, and she's coming off the fight of the night win over Kim 4 months ago. Luana Carolina is 8-2 overall, 4-1 in her last five, coming off that short notice win over Lupita Godinez. Molly McCann is a fun, aggressive striker. I say striker, but it's really more of a boxer. She doesn't kick that much, but she likes to fight dirty inside the pocket. She also has nice takedowns that are well-timed, and she uses them really well to secure rounds and lock those in. She's a decision fighter, but she is technically sound and has plenty of cardio to push a pace. Luana Carolina is primarily a striker. She isn't the most technical with her punches, but she's fantastic in the clinch with knees and elbows. She's got the Muay Thai striking style, but she doesn't have that sort of high guard, bouncy Muay Thai stance. She is a striker. Her takedown defense is also very solid at 90%. And when she does get takedowns of her own, she is busy. When she does get taken down, she is busy. She's working for stand-ups, working for submissions, and does not just accept bottom. Most books have this fight as a pick'em when it opened. So this opened essentially as a pick'em, and the odds have floated a bit. Some money is coming in on Molly McCann. Molly McCann is now an okay-sized favorite. They're both busy strikers. Neither one of them have a ton of power, but they're dangerous. Molly has had success with takedowns, and Luana has specifically an 88% takedown defense. Molly's the cleaner boxer. Luana's the busier fighter, and she mixes in knees and kicks really well. I think this is a razor-thin fight. My gut told me Molly will win because her boxing is clean, and despite having low takedown accuracy, she does use them well to secure rounds. Yeah, Luana has that 88% takedown defense, and she was taken down in her last two fights, but she still did win those. I am going to do the Molly McCann side here, though. Very slight edge. She's the pick. I think she just has more output, and I think she's willing to engage the grappling if she needs to. I like Molly McCann to win this fight, but this is razor thin, and the opening odds, I think, were a little more accurate than these are now. What do you think?
Yeah, you mentioned the Muay Thai stance. Luana is actually like a Muay Thai champion, whatever division that was. Whatever so she has very good experience in Muay Thai, but let's be honest. She's not very good. Her last fight versus Lupi was on 4 days notice. Had just fought the week before, was up in weight. Lupi was up in weight, came in the weighed in 122 for a 125 fight. Was very, very much undersized and absolutely dominated that first round. Just got inside, got dirty with Luana. Luana's one of those, with that Muay Thai, she doesn't really throw a jab out there, so she's very long, but she doesn't really use her length. I think that's going to be key in this matchup. If she wants to win, she's going to have to use her length against Molly McCann. Throw some jabs out there, keep Molly at distance, because if you get inside on Luana, you can just pick her up and slam her down. That's exactly what Lupi did. Eventually, because of the short nose, because she fought just literally a week before, because of the weight cut, Lupi was exhausted and couldn't get those takedowns because she was a smaller opponent, later in that fight, and Luana was able to, take advantage of that opportunity and end up winning a decision. But if you watch her, she's not a very fast striker. Obviously, she's not very good on the ground. She's got an 8-2 record, but I don't see anything special when I watch her. And Molly McCann is another one that you don't really see anything special, except for her toughness. She showed that in her last fight. She got dropped in that last fight, came back, won a decision. She loves that dirty boxing. She just loves that nasty fight, and she excels when she can win because of her heart, right? When she can just basically out-tough opponents with her boxing, with her grappling, get a couple takedowns. And I think this is a perfect matchup for her to be able to get inside of Luana, someone that is tall, lanky, but doesn't use her length. Get inside, get on those hips, get a couple takedowns. I think she can control the fight. I understand why the odds are widening. I think that this, I don't want to say it's going to be an easy fight. I think it's going to be a dog fight for Molly McCann. It's going to have to get dirty, but if it does, she's going to win that fight and she's going to win that decision. I'm all Molly McCann in this fight.
Yeah, so we're both on the Molly McCann fight, Molly McCann side. I do think it's a little closer. I think Luana's takedown defense could potentially be a problem here because I think Molly will end up looking for those
literally
takedowns.
just grabbed her and just threw her down. No issues. An undersized fighter. There's no issue.
Yeah, but I also think Lupita Godinez is a better wrestler grappler than Molly McCann is.
I don't think she needs to be on Lupi's level too. I mean, the ease at which she was able to do that was you watch it later in the fight and she couldn't take her down later in the fight, but she was exhausted. And she still nearly did. So
I hear you. We're both on the same side. There's no point in arguing. But Luana has defended takedowns from many fighters. You're making it sound like if you sneeze too hard, she's going to fall over. That's just not the case. Anyway, you're going to spend the $8,400 in DraftKings? I mean, frankly, she's probably worth it. That's basically even money as far as DraftKings is concerned.
That's going to be an interesting play. I'll see how the rest of the lineup stack up. But if you're looking for, I think that's pretty good value at $8,400, especially the odds are widening as well. So.
Yeah, and that's essentially even money with DraftKings. This is another Odds Jam plug, but Odds Jam, what they do is they have hooks into all of the sports books. They're constantly getting updated lines and updating numbers for every single fight, every single sport, but every single fight as well. The Molly McCann line is moving, so you may want to just jump in and hit that now before it does move even more, or you may want to monitor it on Odds Jam and see if you might catch a dip somewhere. If some late money, some of these lines move a little too far. Molly McCann ends up minus 150, minus 160. A bunch of money will come in Luana, and then it'll do another swing. Or you'll catch a book sleeping, and that's what I love doing. And ever since I discovered Odds Jam, you catch a book sleeping. They didn't update their line fast enough, and you can hit it and take advantage of that. So
I was about to put this in the chat. You know what this fight is going to be like? It's going to be like that not quite Miranda Maverick level, but I think Luana is going to be the exact same as like Sabina Mazo from last week. Just a little too slow. Looks like she's got tall range, just a little too slow in this matchup.
Yeah, I think the difference though is Molly just uses her wrestling to secure rounds. It's not her go-to. So, and she's very hittable. I mean, we had the stats here. She's hit 4.87 times per minute with significant strikes. She's very hittable. So she takes a beating, and you said she showed her toughness, which is great. But yeah, you don't necessarily want to just keep getting hit your whole career. Anyway, we both like Molly McCann to win. We both think she's worth it for DraftKings. It probably goes to a decision, which makes this monkey knife fight strike line a little tough. What do you think of that?
That's probably more. A lot of volume.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look a little closer at specifically Molly McCann's last 3 or 4 fights, how many strikes she landed in those, because 91.5 strikes, I hate doing over that. But go to WeWantPicks.com/bets, sign up with any one of our 5 betting partners, make a deposit with any of them, let me know when you do, and I send you $50. There's literally a form right there on the website that says claim your free money. Fill it out, and I'll send you $50 as a thank you for supporting us and our partners.